Hello, we are from Borneo and Padini Group and presenting our team members. I am Nadia.
My name is Izzat. My metric number is A195202.
Hello, my name is Fatinadia.
Hi, I am Aiswa Jiha. My matrix number is A194942.
Hi, my name is Nur Aini Zakia binti Muhammad Said. My metric number A195598.
My name is Nurul Hazwani and my metric number is A196406.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ifat Shimi bin Hamzah with number matrix A194629.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Hafiz Safwan bin Sulaiman. Matric number is A195420.
We will start our presentation with presenting three main business activities for both companies. I will start with Borneo Corporation Berhad. So the first one, they product, design, manufacturing, and marketing. Next, they retail and wholesale distribution, and they do brand management and expansion. So for the next company, we go to Wani.
So here is a three main business activity for Padini Holdings Berhad. First, we have a retailing of fashion apparel and accessories, and second, brand development and management, and third, wholesale and distribution.
So for Bonia Company, it is under fashion industry and started during 1974 by Chiang Sang-sen.
Borneo Corporation was founded in 1974 by the Group Executive Chairman, Mr. Chiang Sam-sem. The Senior Independent Non-Executive Chairman is Dato' Ng Peng Hong, alias Ng Peng Hei. Next, the Executive Vice Chairman and Group CEO, Dato' Sri Chiang Fong Seng, and the Group Executive Director, Dato' Sri Chiang Fong Tat and Chiang Mei Ling. Next is their Non-Independent Non-Executive Director, Dato' Chiang Heng Kieng, and their next Independent Non-Executive Director, Mr. Low Wei Liang, Puan Azan binti Muhammad Yusof, and Raja Hamzah Hamidin bin Raja Nongche. Last but not least, Mr. Chiang Fong Xiang as the alternate director to Chiang Mei Ling.
Next is the top 5 shareholders of Borneo for 2023 and 2024. This top 5 shareholder is remain the same for the both year as shown here. And altogether, this top 5 control over 61% of the company, showing a high concentrated of ownership.
So for net profit of Borneo at 2022, the net profit is 52,561,000. Next for 2023, there is 62,595,000, which is a 19.01% increase. And at 2024, the net profit is 39,924,000, which shows a significant decrease by 36.22%. So 100% of Borneo revenue comes from retailing activities, and on 2024, 52.9% of the revenue comes from boutique retailing activity.
For Bonia total asset, we had gathered and extract the information from the financial statement and analyze it through different percentages. So for 2022 to 2023, for non-current assets, there is 20% different percentages, while 80% for current asset. In total, there is increment by 7.5% for 2022 to 2023. Meanwhile, for 2023 to 2024, the different percentages for non-current asset is 5.13, while for current asset they are 0.01 approximately. So generally, there is increment by 2.95%, but showing a positive growth trend, but in a slower phase. From the financial statement itself, we have find that there are few of the component are the main source of funds, and some of them are users of funds. So for the main source of funds, there is cash and bank balance, trade and other receivables, and short-term funds. And for the main users of fund, we'll find that the property, plant and equipment, PPE, investment, properties, right of use asset, intangible asset, and the inventories itself.
Next is Borneo total liabilities. Borneo total liabilities increased by 7.2% from 2022 to 2023 due to the higher lease liabilities and borrowing. And for 2023 to 2024, liabilities decreased by 3%, suggesting a better financial control. The shift showed a cautious adjustment after a significant rise the previous year. Here are the main concerns for Borneo Group liability. Lease liability have increased steadily, showing growing long-term commitment that could pressure cash flow. Borrowing jumped in 2023, then dropped in 2024, signaling possible liquidity issue of unstable financing. Other payables and tax liability saw a short drop in 2024, which may reflect repayment or reduced activity. This trend suggests that companies should closely monitor its debts and cash flow moving forward.
The next company is Padini, a fashion brand started in 1971 by Yong Pang Chong. Padini's place in the fashion industry.
Padini Holdings Berhad was founded by Mr. Pang Chaoyong and he served as the Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director. In addition to that, the company's governance structure includes Mr. Chia Sui Yan as the Independent Non-Executive Chairman until 2023 and later replaced by Datuk Lee Sei-shin after his retirement. Next, we have the Group Chief Financial Officer CFO, which is Mrs. Fong Fui Sung, and in addition to that, we have Zhi Yaoyong, Zhi Haoyong, and Zhi Jet-yong and Woon Chin-chiu as the Executive Director of the company.
These are the top 5 shareholders of Padini and they remain the same for both 2023 and 2024. However, while some shareholders increased their holding percentage and others decreased, only the top 1 shareholder stayed the same, holding 43.74% in both years.
For net profit of Padini at 2022, the net profit is 145,103,000. For the next year 2023, the net profit is 222,691,000, which shows increase by 44.51%. And at 2024, the net profit is 146,595,000, which is decreased by 34.17%. So for the revenue of Padini, 100% of it comes from retailing activity, and on 2024, 96.6% of revenue comes from the domestic retailing activity.
Total asset growth, as you can see from the table, from 2022 to 2023, total asset is increased, and also we can see that from 2023 to 2024, the increase, further increase, showing a 9.79% growth. This show that the steady growth in the total asset in the company is expanding effectively. For the non-current asset, as you can see, the growth observed is a property, plant and equipment is increased from 2024 until 2023, and also the right of use asset also grew both years. And we can see that the current asset, the inventory decreased in 2024 after a dramatically in 2023, may indicate that the stock clearance or better inventory management. For the cash and bank balance, as you can see, the in 2024 is decline. In 2023, we can say that the improved liquidity. And next is we can see from the table the trade and other receivable show the consistent increasing in 2024 and 2023, might reflect increased sale lah. Okay, overall the company appear to be strengthening in its asset base with the improvement in the both fixed asset and cash position. This slide show the Padini total asset from 2022 to 2024. As you can see from the table, the asset have increased each years from about 1.4 billion in 2022 to almost 1.8 billion in 2024. The table breaks into the two parts, which are the non-current asset like a building and equipment, as you can see, and the current asset like cash and stock. This growth show the Padin is become stronger and more valuable company. Okay, now for the discussion, we after we see all the table, now we can conclude that for the trend analysis from 2022 to 2023, the total asset increased by 11.52%, and in 2023 to 2024 increased by 9.79%. So conclusion for this is this increase indicate the consistent and healthy growth. For the main sources of funds, we have three, which are cash and bank balance, right of use asset, is showing the access to asset without ownership. Deferred tax asset represent the potential tax reduction in the future, which is the improve the financial position. And lastly, for the main uses of funds, we have three. Also, the main is, first, inventories, indicating the investment in the product of for sale. Next is the property, plant and equipment, long-term investment in the physical asset, and lastly is right of use asset. And so overall, that's the it show a balance between the liquidity and investment, which is a positive for the long-term sustainability.
Let's continue with Padini's liabilities. This table shows the trend for each component, and overall, we can see that Padini's total liabilities have increased significantly from 2022 to 2024. So, which component of liabilities should be the main concern for the company? We think the main ones are borrowings and lease liabilities. Borrowing are particularly alarming due to their sudden appearance and sharp rise in a short period. If this keeps going without higher revenue, it could cause financial problems. As for lease liabilities, their substantial increase may strain cash flows, especially if sales do not grow proportionately.
Okay, so we have seen the net profit, total assets, and total liabilities for both companies. So what actually the type of financing for Bonia and Padini? So we can see here the percentage of equity and liabilities for both company. We can see that equity percentage is higher for both company and for the 3 years 2022, 2023, and 2024. That means the type of financing for Bonia and Padinis is equity.
Let's compare the financial results of Padini and Bonia over the last 3 years. As you can see in the table, in 2024, Padini net profit margin was increased while Bonia was dropping, and indicating a significant improvement in Padini's profitability. And for liquidity, Padini consistently maintained a high current ratio. And for both companies, which is Padini and Bonia, has a low debt to equity ratios and was showing conservative use of debt. Bonia's ratio is slightly lower, but Padini's remain healthy and stable. In summary, Padini is financially healthier overall due to improved profitability, strong liquidity, and stable solvency.